Welcome back to another episode of Carson's Aquatics. Today, I'm going to be introducing my baby turtles Junior and Midas to my other two baby turtles, Timmy and Toby. And I've actually done a video like this in the past where Toby and Junior, who were actually together at the time, met my two baby box turtles. But at the time of that video, I did not have Timmy or Midas. So Toby and Junior kind of know each other. It's been a long time since they've seen each other though. But then Timmy and Midas haven't met each other. Timmy and Junior haven't met each other. And Midas and Toby have not met each other. So today in this video, we are going to be putting all of my baby turtles in one spot. And we will get more into that later. First, I've got some updates for you guys, and we are going to start by heading outside to the pond. Here we are out at the pond, and you guys can probably tell that it looks a bit different from the last time you saw it. First of all, the most obvious thing is all this mulch. My dad picked up a ton of mulch, and we decided to just throw it around where we can, like what's done of the pond. And you can tell that looks very nice. I threw some more gravel along the border right there. I also put some of that spray foam right there where some water was leaking behind the rocks. And I was also messing with this little solar-powered spotlight right there, seeing how it looks aimed at the waterfall, and it actually looks really cool. I'll have a picture of it right here. So we'll probably leave that there. I'll stick it in the ground now. But yeah, the pond is almost done. All there really is left to do is just go get more big rocks and then a bit more gravel, and then literally just put all the rocks in the main pond, and then it's done. And I'm hoping to get this pond completely done next weekend. By the time you guys are seeing this video, I'll be talking about this upcoming weekend. I just want to get this thing done so we can start putting fish in here. But it has been raining for the past like 4 days, and I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to be getting the rest of the rocks from. But I think I know what I'm going to do. So we're going to be finishing up this pond very soon. But now we're going to head back down to the fish room. A few more updates for you guys. First of all the tanks are just absolutely sparkling. I cleaned every one of them 2 days ago, so they're all looking great. Nothing has really changed in like any of the tanks. Pluto's out over here, so we can go ahead and take a look at him. He's usually in hiding, but there he is. Color's looking great. While we're over here, here are the two baby turtles that are going to be introduced to the other two baby turtles today. Junior right there and Midas. Both just doing super well. Right over here, I know you guys are all dying to see how these guys are doing. I get comments about them on every video now. These are the baby hybrid cichlids, and you can see how much some of them are growing. I cannot wait to see those guys full grown. A few videos ago, we got this Farloella catfish, as you can see right here, aka the twig catfish, and you can see why. He literally looks like a stick, and he is doing great. He actually has this really cool darker line that goes across his body now. Couldn't really see that when we first put him in here. He's settling in nicely. And in that same video, we also got a second dwarf crawfish in here, and I just saw him on the filter back there. Oh, yep. There he is. You can see him right through there, climbing around on the filter. Oh, now he's going down to the bottom. That's our new dwarf crawfish, and then we have our other one right there. They've been getting along great. They don't really go near each other, so, I mean, I guess they're doing fine. Then let's see if we can find the bamboo shrimp. Our two bamboo shrimp usually hang out right here and catch whatever flows out of the filter, but I think... Yep, one of them's right under there. And the other one is actually on the ground right over here, which is unusual for them. They're usually perched up on something. But yeah, everything in the fish room is doing really well. And if you take a look right here, we actually have a new 40-gallon tank. And I think I've teased at this a few times, but that is going to be a 40-gallon turtle tank that is going to house all 4 of my baby turtles. And that's actually the reason that I'm going to be introducing all 4 of my baby turtles to each other today in this video. Because whenever you put multiple turtles together, there's always a risk that they can like have aggression toward each other. And I don't think we're gonna have any problems, and I'll tell you why. As we know, Junior and Midas are in this turtle tub together, and in case you don't know, Midas is partially blind. He's like actually super blind. If he could see me right now, he would be freaking out. So he's not gonna attack anything because he like can't see it. And Junior right here, if he was aggressive and if he wanted to attack another turtle, he would definitely attack the blind turtle, but he doesn't. He's nice, they get along. So I don't think either of these guys will have any problems with the other 2 turtles. And then the same thing goes for the turtles upstairs. Toby and Timmy get along great. They never bite at each other. So I really don't think we're gonna have any problems. But just to kind of test things out, I am going to be putting all 4 of those turtles into a little container today to see if they get along. And then of course, whenever we do set up their new 40-gallon tank and put them all together, I will keep a close eye on them to make sure they all get along. But today's kind of just like a test trial, if you will. And yeah, while we're on the subject, I'll go ahead and talk about my plans for that tank. So that is a 40-gallon breeder tank, and that is the exact same as the frog tank. This is also a 40-gallon breeder, and what I'm gonna do is drain this tank, set it to the side, take apart that stand, build a new stand, which can actually hold 2 40-gallon tanks. So we're gonna have one on the bottom, one on the top. I think we're gonna have the turtle tank on the top, so the frogs will go on the bottom. So those tanks are gonna be like stacked on top of each other. The turtles, again, will be going in that tank, and by the time we're done with that, the pond out front will be done, so we can put all these fish in the pond outside. So then we can take down this tub. That'll leave all this area open, which I can hopefully eventually put a big, like 100+ gallon tank that would home the cichlids. But that whole tank setup is is still quite a while away. We got a lot of things going on right now. The pond out front, then this whole double-decker aquarium is going to be quite the build, but it's going to be awesome for sure. And now there's one more little thing I want to talk about before we introduce all the turtles to one another, and that is that I'm going on a trip. Me and my buddy Miles are going to Orlando, Florida, the weekend of June 12th, and we are going to be at Aquatics, which in case you don't know is pretty much the biggest aquarium festival in the world. So if you guys are near Orlando and you want to meet me, now's your chance. Pop out to Aquatics because I'm gonna be there. But anyway, now is the moment you've all been waiting for. We are going to introduce Junior and Midas to Timmy and Toby, who I'm gonna run upstairs and grab right now. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna go in and grab Timmy first since he's right here. Got him. And I just filled up this little container with tank water. I'm gonna put him in there. Now we're gonna go grab Toby and got him and put him in the container. Now we're gonna take these guys downstairs to the fish room. Alrighty guys, we got Timmy and Toby right there. They seem to be doing alright. They don't really seem too scared. Definitely confused though. And by the way, I'm putting them in such a small container to, I don't want to say force, but kind of force them to meet each other. If I put them in too big of a container, then they'll just run away from each other. I want them to have some kind of interaction, and I mean, I'm doing this to see if they all get along and can actually live together in a 40-gallon tank. And we probably won't get a perfect idea of how it's going to be because they are all going to be out of their regular environment, but I don't know, maybe we'll see something. So first I'm going to actually grab Midas and we'll put him in there, and real quick I'm going to grab Junior as well, and let's see how this goes. Alright, nothing really yet. Everyone's just kind of looking around, sniffing around. I think what I'm going to do is actually drop some food in there. Maybe they can bond over a meal. So here we go. I doubt any of them will really eat. Oh, is Junior going to eat? Yep. Well, that's a good sign. Junior is comfortable enough to eat in here with all the other turtles. Oh, Midas is trying to eat. Midas honestly probably doesn't even realize there's other turtles in here. He just got a pellet as I was saying that. So that's a good thing. Midas and Junior seem comfortable in here with the other turtles. And yeah, I haven't seen anyone attack anyone yet, so that's always good. So I think we've seen everything we need to see. I'm gonna go ahead and get these guys back in their regular enclosures. There you go, Midas. And Junior, there you go, buddy. Now we're gonna run these two upstairs. And all right, I just put Timmy and Toby back in their tank. Now we're gonna head back down to the fish room and talk about what we just saw. All right, so I didn't really know what to expect when putting all these turtles together. The main thing I was looking for was just them like biting each other, and that did not happen, fortunately. That obviously just would have been a red flag right away. But after dropping in some food pellets and seeing Junior and Midas both eat, that does make me think that Junior and Midas were like comfortable enough with the turtles in there to eat. A lot of times when a turtle is like uncomfortable or frightened, they will not eat. Usually when you put them in a new tank, it takes them like a few days to start eating. So again, seeing Junior and Midas both eat makes me think that they feel comfortable around the other two turtles, which is just a great sign. And yeah, I mainly did this to like introduce the turtles to one another, at least the ones that haven't met before, because I really want them all to get along to where they can all live in the 40-gallon together. I don't want to have to move any of them out of that tank. I want them all to live in harmony. And with that in mind, I'd say that this video was a success. Nothing went wrong. It overall went pretty good. And hopefully we see more of that whenever they're all together in the 40-gallon. That is going to wrap up this video, and today's comment of the day goes out to... And if you want your comment to be the comment of the day in the next video, all you got to do is drop a comment down below, and that could happen. And if you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and I'm going to see you in the next video.